What's up, world? It's Tim with Dixon RC. Got the Felony out today, getting ready to do some little minor work to it. Drill a hose here on the control arms to lower the front. Just stiffened up the ride. Noticed the first day when we did the open box that it was real loose, and you know, it absorbed the street a little too much. So what I did was stiffen it up. I don't like that because it has a tendency to want to take off. So when you stiffen the ride, it's gonna rise up the car. So you need to make sure that you lower it down with these pins that sit on the lower control arm. So what I'm gonna do is just drill holes here. There you have it, folks. Just like that, you can access that pin down low. Give you an example of what I'm talking about. And bingo. And as you can see, it's getting lower. If I step back, you can see that this wheel here is touching and this one barely isn't. Can't really see it from there. Turn it around. Just like that. Makes that pin very accessible, very easy. And then you guys can lower it. Make sure the surface is flat so you're even, and measure both sides. So I'll get back to that. Just wanted to show you guys how I do my own personal vehicles. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is put the speed pinion in this, on this motor, on this setup. Oh, maybe this one doesn't come with one. Yeah, it doesn't. But the infraction does. So what I'm gonna do is try to see if I can see, okay, at 25. So I'm gonna go with the 25 here as well. Guys, I'm back. Had to go get my little pinion set up here. So I don't really have too many 5mm pinions just because I personally don't have a lot of motors that require a 5mm pinion. So I just don't really have them. But I have a 23 here, so I'm gonna try the 23 and see what happens. Most of my pinions, as you can see, are 8mm pinions. Have plenty of them. Most of my rigs are set up with 8mm pinion motors. Okay. Make it a little easier for me and pull this one completely out and slide the entire motor as far as possible. Okay, see the little grub screw right there. Let's get him out. Okay, well, what we have here is when it doesn't want to act right. So what I'm gonna do is heat it up and then go ahead and take them off like that. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. Had to go get my little magnetic tray. This is pretty good to have when you're working on your cars, just because it keeps everything kind of intact where they're not all over the place. So I'm gonna go ahead and heat this screw up and try to get it out. And you see that, guys? That's how it works. All right, guys, I'm back. So I can put this 23 tooth back in my my little stack, because I actually found the 25T pinion that it actually comes with in the box. Okay, so the Felony actually does come with a high-speed pinion, and I found it. It's a 27, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on there. I always try to use a little bead lock on all of my pinions and metal-to-metal screws, just to keep them from bagging out, as most of the pros know. Okay, and I always like to kind of replace these particular screws for the motor mounts on these, just because they have a tendency to strip. So I actually have some just for this application. Hopefully I didn't use them all. There's one. Found another. And here we are. That's two. And never fully tighten it until you get your mesh right, of course. You always want to have your mesh together. If not, you'll be tearing up gears left and right. On these particular ones, I usually don't replace these little clips. They're kind of tedious, so now what I do is just check for mesh. Check my mesh. And some people use like a piece of paper. I always just check it by hand and spin it and make sure it doesn't have any like flat spots and stuff in it. You always want to have a little of that clicking back and forth, just like this. You always want to have a little play in it, just a hair. Just slightly too long, so I'm gonna have to go back to the local hobby shop and pick up some more. I actually had some that were too long, and that's what I don't want. Okay, so far so good. Dixon RC, baby. And just set this here just for right now. I don't want to do nothing too wild or crazy, but just to hurry up and get it out there. And see what it has. So my battery wasn't fully charged, and what I want to do is just see what it has, if it made any difference. And of course I made the mistake of not checking the speed prior to changing the pinion, but it's all right, who cares. I'll know the difference with the throttle. You know why this thing is acting up again? All right, let's see, guys. See, 72. Let's clear it out and see if we can do a little better than that. Let's see. Oh, 76. 76.